One away, and here's Jeff Francoeur. Steve, you got to like the odds right here. You get that base hit, and all of a sudden this game changes.
Now, if he hits one over the ball, too, it completely changes the complexion of this game.
They've had to battle back. Here's a chance to get the lead. Two down. Be sure to tune in again this Saturday. It'll be Prince Fielder and the Toronto Blue Jays. They play host to the New York Yankees. Game time is 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 Pacific. So with two down, it'll be Dustin Pedroia. Steve, let's take a look at his pitching performance.
He's got swing and miss stuff and take stuff, and that's leading to some strikeouts in this one.
Swing and lined up the middle, and Pedroia's got himself a single. That's one.
Now, pitcher making a mistake right here, leaving it right over the heart of the plate. He squares it up, drives it, good contact at the plate to drive in a run.
Most of those kind of pitchers are going to get hit. That's an RBI knock. We've got Lavarnway here, and he's got a shot here to give his club the lead. Just one swing could do it.
Well, this is what you're waiting for, this kind of opportunity to change the game, and your pitcher then can go out with much more confidence.
Dorda coming in now to pitch. They've decided it's time to bring a new arm into this one. This one's bounced ever so slowly to left, foul. And it's fouled away. And he lays off this one, up and in, ball two.
Well, this is a tough pitch. It's almost one that you think maybe he had some intent here. Throwing that two-seam fastball that's running back in on the hitter. A dangerous pitch, especially for hitters diving into the zone.
Ended this inning with a nice piece of pitching work as he gets the K. They pick up 2 runs here. They had 3 base hits, but they wind up with 3 left on. Braves up now. He'll get things started. 5th inning. Chambliss gets the call to come in and take the baseball. They've decided it's time to bring a new arm into this one. And the 5th inning starts with a strike.
Boy, he just couldn't wait for that changeup to get in the strike zone. You can't try to chase it. You have to let it come to you.
Ground ball towards the second baseman. Emus in time for the out. Red Sox baseball here towards the end of the season. Tomorrow they finish up this Toronto series. Following that, they'll have to deal with Evan Longoria. The Rays come into town. Well, there's some great competition in that set of games. That's Thursday through Sunday. After that, they face a rival within their AL East division, the Baltimore Orioles. Home sweet home for a while here. They'll try to make the most of it. And with 2 strikes on him now, Fielder needs to protect.
Not quite his best stretch right now, picking up just 11 hits over his last 46.
And here in September, he's had a rough go of things. It's a long season. He might have just run out of gas.
Tried to get him to go after that curve. 1-2. The 1-2 on its way. Hard grounded to short. Out number 2. Let's have a look at our leaderboard brought to you by State Farm. How the teams stack up in hitting. Number 1, the Blue Jays. Second, the Twins. In third, the Rangers. The Tigers 4th. And at number 5. And we're going to get to see Eduardo Sanchez pitching as they make the pitching. There's a swing, line drive, center field. And that's going to go through. That could be trouble. And count the run. Game tied. And that's 2 runs. He throws. And Hermito also comes in. He will clear the bases. What a shot. A 3 RBI triple. Boy, impressive hitting. Picks up 3 RBIs with that swing. Let's see what that does on our win expectancy graph. So looking to capitalize on this RBI chance, Jeff Francoeur. a base hit his last time up. Here's the first pitch. Really tries to lay into that first pitch, but he misses 0-1.
Here in the 7th inning right now, nobody out. This is the time to get things going. You're down 2 runs. Make up the ground right now. Don't wait. You know, the pressure mounts. Plus, you get late in the game, you're going to see. Their best reliever coming in. This is the time to do it.
And he swings and misses. That is that dancing knuckler, and that's out number 1.
He had to know he was getting a knuckleball with 2 strikes on him, but this thing is dancing all over the place, and he just can't make contact.
And it's Shane Victorino hit up the middle. But he stays with it, gets the out. That's how you do it.
But cat-like reflexes on the mound allow him to grab that ball in a hurry and retire the runner at first base.
Graves is the batter. Grounded out his last time up. We'll try it again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. A ball there as Bailey misses. The pitch up the middle, and the tying run is on. And he'll come in to score.
Well, you have to give them some credit. They're not quitting. That base knock now makes it just a 2-run game. Let's see if they can keep this rally going.
And batting is Shane Victorino. 236. He takes off for third.
0-1.
Hey, he's trying to steal third. Smashes that one towards the shortstop. I think there's an issue of how much is left in his tank right here, so that bullpen's going to get active.
You know, it's still early in the game, though, so I'd be surprised if they make this move this early. They may just getting prepared in case they need to go there.
Graves. And a golden opportunity late. In the ball game.
The key is at least get 1 run in here, make contact, and stay out of the double play.
First pitch to him, a curveball, swung on and missed 0-1.
Well, that's a great location, down in the strike zone with that curveball. And like right there, you got to swing and miss. But even if they make contact, you're going to get a grounder somewhere to your infield.
On the ground to short. He's up with it. Out to second. There's 1.
Okay, well played ball game today. The Boston Red Sox showed up to play.
And now let's take. And Steve, that ought to send these
Well, it's getting a little dicey out there right now. Andrew Bailey's going to have to really buckle down and deliver his good stuff.
You know he's trying desperately to keep those runners on with that one-run lead to protect.
But he can't be too fine. He still has to be aggressive. Location is going to be the key.
Hit up the middle. Oh, my. How did he get out of the way of that? Those are scary. And they bring across the tying run. There's the run, and it gives them the lead. It's one. Take a look down there in the bullpen. They've got a lefty up and throwing.
Well, I don't see him coming in just yet. I mean, with a righty in the on-deck circle, I don't think that's the matchup they want.
It's Columbus. At the plate. He'll be seeking his first hit right here. On the ground to second. And he's got it. Throw to first. Gets him, and there are 2 down. Altuve at the plate. He flew out his last time up. He has the support of the home fans right now. He's their first chance here in the bottom half of the ninth. They're hoping he can get something started. And doing the pitching, it's going to be Aroldis Chapman as Toronto brings him into close. And Steve, as he faces these Boston hitters, what will be the focus?
Well, with Aroldis Chapman on the mound, it's going to be all about that insane fastball, topping 100 miles per hour regularly. A good power slider as well, but command is the most critical factor. Can he throw strikes?
Low and inside with that one, a 1-2 count.
You got to force him to earn it right now. I think you've got to throw strikes, Gary. No free passes, no hit by pitches. Don't pitch him inside. Throw away. You don't want to leak one inside and give up a home run.
And it goes foul. Here's the delivery. And he fouls another one off.
Well, a 1-2 count, that pitch on the outside part of the plate. Borderline pitch. You still don't know if it's going to be a ball or a strike. The last thing you want to do is take that pitch for a called strike 3.
Able to set him down there. Chalk that one up as a strikeout for him.
Well, he helped him right there with 2 strikes. He gets the slider, but he chases it out of the zone for strike 3.
And here's Kevin Youkilis. Got a base hit his last time up. There's a ground ball. Odell. That's the second out of the inning.
Now we're counting down right here. They got 1 out left in this game, and I think offensively you're hoping for that long ball, but you'll take anything. Give a base runner, get somebody on.
And it's Jeff Francoeur at the plate for his career, hitting .347 off Toronto.
And it's just amazing how he can have this team's number year in and year out.
Line drive. That's foul towards first. Swing and a fly ball, and this might be it. This one to Victorino. That's going to be a wrap. Final out of the ball game.
Toronto comes away with the win, Gary. They did what they needed to do to pull this one out and have to be feeling pretty good about the way they played today.
Now let's take a look back on this ball game and see who our player of the game. And they didn't have to score a lot of runs to do it. They end up with just managing 2 across the plate, but It's Cologne at the plate. A win in their last contest for the Jays. And I think they're happy ending up splitting the series after losing the first of that two-game set against the Red Sox in Boston. Way down the line and left. And that looks like an RBI and a single. And that makes two.
Well, they need a big out right here, Jeremy. They're giving up some runs in this inning. They need to get outs right now, just again to show that they can get them.
Here are the teams with the highest batting averages for this month, courtesy of State Farm. The Yankees, number 1. Blue Jays in second.
Well, if you're a fan coming to this ball game, what you're going to see are two teams that are at the top of their game as far as batting average goes. They're putting the ball in play. They're getting a lot of hits. And this is going to be one of those exciting games. Feel sorry for the pitcher, though, because these two teams will make you work. And you make a mistake, they will get a base hit. It's going to be a fun game to watch if you like offense.
Here's the pitch. Slider swung out and missed. 2 down.
Well, 2 strikes, you have to try to fight off this pitch. You have to think away and adjust in. They went away, but he couldn't make contact.
RBI chance here. He swings, hits a ball to right field. And that's out number 3. And so the scoring came in the second. Second inning sees the first 2 runs of our ball game. The Toronto Blue Jays are ahead 2. And so Nick Swisher leading it off. Well, Yankees coming in off a loss. Still a good 3-game series for them as they take 2 against the Mariners in Seattle. Let's take a look at the types of strikes we've been seeing.
Well, it's not too hard to find areas where he can improve on. But the area where he's been successful has been those at-bats where he stayed away from the middle third of the plate.
And that's what we call quality strikes, that ability to work the corners of the plate inside and out. It's the middle third of the plate where you get in trouble.
That one fouled off by Fielder. Oh, he's going to try to steal third. Fielder fouls it off yet again.
Well, you're told with an 0-2 count to spread out your stance and to choke up on the bat so you can put the ball in play. Better control of the bat, and that's what he did right there, that 0-2.
Lined right at the second baseman. That one in the alley. This could be 2 or more. And it's up against the wall. And he scores from second base. There's the throw.
You see it coming up in the zone over the heart of the plate. Good piece of hitting, drives that ball.
Boy, if there's a pitch a pitcher wants back, there's one right there.
That's good pitch recognition, good 2-strike approach. Well, they had to go to the bullpen much earlier than they anticipated, but the starter wasn't getting it done, and you can't let this game get away from you.
Top 5 AL in runs scored. Well, working on the 0-1 count now.
I'll tell you what, that 2-seam fastball is a tough pitch to hit out of the ballpark. But he was trying, give him credit, came up empty.
Guthrie with the pitch. Swinging a drive, deep left center. And that's out number 3. So they pick up a run on 2 hits. And in the batter. Box, it's Garner. Steve, let's take a look at what he's getting done. He's got the most hits in this team's lineup. Here's the first pitch. Curveball just misses. 1-0.
Well, he's getting the job done this year, no question about it. Such production, so consistent.
At the belt, the 1-0. He sends this one in the air towards center. And the side's retired as they head into the dugout. They pick up 2 runs on 2. And it's Curtis Granderson now to lead it off.
Just not pick up the ball very well out of the pitcher's hand. Last time out, struck out every at bat.
Good pitch from Guthrie. That was swung on and missed. Helped him out there. 0-2. On the way. Tries to ring him up with a fastball away, but it's 1-2. There's a ground ball. Bates. One away. And a look at the Eastern Division standings brought to you by State Farm. There's not a whole lot of baseball left. In first place, it's the Yankees. Blue Jays in the second spot. In third, the Red Sox. Fourth spot, the Rays. And hot shot towards the hole. And it gets through. Not bad. 2 for 3 today.
Well, he waited for that one to get deep in the zone, and he put a good swing on it. Now, with one out, let's see if they try to move him along.
He doubled and later scored in his last go-around. 2 down. Runners at first and second. And he starts him out. It's taken for a ball. Bottom dropping out on Guthrie's pitch. Here's the 1-0. Slider waved at, missed. 1-1.
Well, when in doubt, when you're undecided, swing hard, and that's what he did. But he got the slider, and he swung through it. But a big, powerful swing.
Oh, he's going to try to steal third. And he swings and hits this one foul. He takes off for third. The slider swung on and missed, struck him out, side gone. So no runs, 2 hits, and they strand 2. Toronto 6, Yankees 2. Big bats ready to make an appearance. And welcome to those of you just tuning in. 2K Sports. Major League Baseball. This is Gary Thorne along with Steve Phillips and John Crook. And it's Mark Teixeira now. Casey coming in to hurl as the Blue Jays bring in their reliever.
If it were me, I'd leave the starter in the game. I think you're taking him out too early right now. I'd go to the bullpen a little bit later.
Oh, and he checks his swing. They'll call that one a strike. The appeal goes to first. He did. And so with that, he'll step in and try his luck again. The 1-1 pitch. Lined up the middle. The dive, he's got it. Throw, got him. That is one heck of a play. He makes a terrific play and a fine throw.
Well, this should have been a base hit. The hitter thought the ball was going through, but a tremendous effort keeping it in the infield and getting the out.
One down. Here's Jesus Montero. He's a big home run guy, top 10 in the league right now. Cutter just misses. 1-0.
He's getting it done all season long, Gary, and a guy they're really looking to count on.
Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Jesus Montero not making contact to even the count. His career batting average, 400 against the Jays. Curveball just off the black, and it's 2-1.
The best curveballs are the ones that start in the strike zone, then fall out of the strike zone. He couldn't get him to fish for that one, though.
Swings, hits this one very high in the air. A soaring drive. Goodbye home run. Still down by 3 runs with that homer, but maybe some steam going here.
Well, Yankees production important. Take advantage of the opportunities, and they sure did there, cutting down the lead. Try to add on to it, see if they ultimately can't take it over.
Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit. It's going to be to Victorino. That one's caught. And you'll want to tune in next Monday. It'll be Prince Fielder and the Toronto Blue Jays. They play host to the Los Angeles Angels. It'll be a 7 p.m. start time. Here's Nick Swisher with 2 down.
If you didn't get a chance to watch the last ball game, let's bring you up to speed. Got a pitch he could drive. He hit one out of the ballpark, so I think they got to be looking to get somebody on in front of him today as well.
And the first pitch was a strike. Got him at 0-1 right now. There's a swing, and that one's hit on the ground. Throws on to first. Side is retired. Well, they chip away, grabbing in. Forecast tonight to be cold. Definitely it's turned out that way.
For a free pass to put the go-ahead run on first base. That's a mistake, no matter what inning it is.
Little warm-up action going in the bullpen. That's a right-hander up and throwing.
Well, they're going to wait for the right-handed hitter on deck to get announced, and then they'll probably make the move to the pen.
And we'll get to see Brian Shaw pitch as the Blue Jays bring in their reliever. Good movement to that cutter, and he's in the hole now, 0-2. Boy, Steve, you know this late in the ball game after we saw that earlier walk, that really puts some pressure on your pitcher.
Well, no question. Now he's going to have to bear down and get back in the strike zone. Don't be too fine. Work ahead in the count.
Here's the delivery. Swing and a rocket toward short. The second for one. And they get it. They turn two. So no runs on one hit and nobody left on. Toronto's in charge here. It's Perry at Blake, he'll get us started as we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. So Brett Laurie will come up next. He'll grab a bat and hit here.
Well, you have to figure coming in off the bench a little bit.
Oh, what a drive. He smashed it. Gardner will field. Didn't have a problem getting over there in time. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Yankees. They wrap up this Toronto series on Sunday. A division rivalry. They face the Rays. He bounced out his last time. Bats him out with a cut fastball for a strike.
You got to force him to earn it right now. I think you've got to throw strikes, Gary. No free passes. No hit by pitches. Don't pitch.
Swung on, grounded towards the hole. Throw one to first in time and away.
Well, offensively right now, you've got to force the issue. You're running out of time. You've got 2 outs left in this game, Gary. And I think that from a managerial perspective, he's got to think about putting runners in motion if he gets them on to try to make something happen. Well, in this situation, coming into the game a little bit cold, you're going to do anything you can to get on base. You need base runners.
Swing and a miss on the cutter. 0-1.
You got the hitter down in the hole. You know he struggles with sliders when he's behind in the count. You got to throw him the slider.
Gets him to commit to that pitch, and he's down 0-2.
Can you say ground ball? That's what that sinker down to the zone is meant to do.
Cutter called strike 3. He knew it, too. 2 down.
That's a pretty fast pitch right there, and hard to get that much break on it. You know, sometimes in the back you go 5, 6, 7 pitches as they start to foul off the 0-2 count. I like that he went right at him aggressively, strikes him out on 3 pitches.
And Barris is batting. He homered back in the 7th inning of this game. Line drive. That's foul towards first. Hit in the air to center field. And it's in there, the tying run on board.
Well, anytime you can get a guy on base who can steal bases, it puts so much pressure on the opponent. Let's see if they can get him around to score a run.
And Robinson can out to bat. He doubled his last time.
Well, we got a bona fide base stealer at first base, the kind of guy that can steal second when everybody knows he might be going. They're going to have to keep him close.
And it'll be Kyle Farnsworth doing the pitching as Toronto brings him into close.
Well, they've got themselves right where they want to be. Now it's up to the closer to come in and slam the door.
fastball. Look out. That one is right at his head.
Well, that one runs in on the plate, close to hitting the batter, but now it keeps him from diving out over the plate.
Pitch on the way. And it's taken outside by Cano for a ball. And he struck him out, and the ball game is over. Well, they got that tying run on base, stranded over at first.
Well, Toronto comes away with the win, Gary. They did what they needed to do to pull this one out and have to be feeling pretty good.
Now look at our player of the game, a stand-up. And, Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Oh, no question about it. They get the win in a close game, a lot of excitement and enthusiasm, and ready for the next one.
And until next time. Runner on first now for Prince Fielder. He has the highest average on the team. First pitch on the way. That one fouled off by Fielder.
He's getting it done all season long, Gary, and a guy they're really looking to count on.
Sabathia with a windup. And with 2 strikes on him now, Fielder needs to protect. A chance here to see what kind of strikes he's been throwing. How he's generating successful pitches.
What stands out is
hit in the dirt. And they're behind in this ball game, and by the looks of things, they got a starter out there who's tired.
There's no question about it. I think they have to strongly consider making a move here as we see him before our eyes running out of gas.
Toronto, here's a position to get something done. Braves at the plate. Toronto won last night, and there's 2 more left in this series against the Yankees. And the throw's just in time to get him at second. Great play. And he's going to hang on to it. No relay, so they will not get the double play. Nice diving stop to get that force at second base.
Well, pretty darn good play right there. Track it down, then pivot and get the force.
Curtis Granderson will get a shot at it with 2 on. 0-1. Had a big rip at that one and falls behind 0-1.
Well, he fooled him right there. That 2-seam fastball has to be down in the zone to be effective.
He's running. Strike 2. Oh, he has thrown it away, safe all around. And he's still going on his way to third. And they score him.
Here's another look at the steal. He gets to second base sliding in hard.
And he didn't have much of a lead that time off first, but a really good jump.
Now, sometimes you tip off the pitcher with too big of a lead, so it worked in this situation.
He delivers. And Curtis Granderson swinging through it. He's gone.
Well, 2 strikes. You have to try to fight off this pitch. You have to think away and adjust in. They went.
Now a great chance for him and the Yankees. And on third, 1 out. And here's the first one. Fastball in there, 0-1. Cano not fooled by that. Count is evened up.
They tried to go backdoor with the curveball right there, but just couldn't catch the outside corner.
Sharp bite to that slider, 1-2. And the 1-2 from Sanchez. Swing and a bouncer up the middle. 2 away. Look at a race in the East on our State Farm standings board. 10 games to go. In first place, it's the Yankees. It's the Blue Jays in second. In third, the Red Sox. Fourth spot, the Rays. And for the Orioles, last place.
Just a great season for the Yankees so far this year. They've definitely gone above and beyond what anybody would have expected, and give them a lot of credit for excelling this season.
Here's the pitch. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Teixeira now will cut that swing down.
Well, he got that slider, and he thought that's where he wanted it. He took a mighty rip at it, but he came up empty.
Tries to ring him up with a fastball away, but it's 1-2. On the way. And Mark Teixeira watches that one go by. That'll even up the count. And he catches Teixeira looking strike 3. He'll head him back to the dugout. So they can't figure anything out. And through 7, they remain without a run. The Yankees unable to get on the board. It's alone at the plate. He'll start the home half of the 7th. He singled and later scored in his last time up. And here's the first one. Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. Gardner will field. And that's the 3rd out. That'll do it. They pick up 1 on 3 hits, strand a man. It's the Blue Jays by 4. Clean up. Steve Phillips and John Kruk bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And Cervelli's in the box. He's hit .283 lifetime off Toronto. And doing the pitching is going to be Aroldis Chapman. He'll be relieving for the Blue Jays now. Steve, what do you think his strategy is going to be against this Yankees lineup?
Well, with Aroldis Chapman on the mound, it's going to be all about that insane fastball, topping 100 miles per hour regularly. A good power slider as well, but
swung on, hit. It's going to be to Victorino. That's 1 away. Lineup's getting on base. On-base percentage leaders for the month, courtesy of State Farm. The Yankees, number 1. Second, the Blue Jays.
Well, if you're a fan and you like long at-bats and the fact that a hitter can make pitchers work, wait till you see this ball game we have here, because over the last few weeks, these 2 teams are getting on base like no other 2 teams in Major League Baseball. They're working counts, they're taking pitches, and when they get a chance to swing, they're putting that in play also. Look for a lot of runs in this one.
And he looks at a slider in there, and it's 1-2 now.
down, down, down. It's all about location. That breaking ball down in the zone makes it very difficult on the hitter.
And Swisher, he'll lay off it. It's inside.
Trying to throw it in on the hitter's hands right here. Trying to get him to flinch and open up. He just laid off the pitch, didn't get the strike.
Ground ball to short. Altuve. 2 away.
A lot of tough teams in the American League. Let's take a look at where the Yankees sit right now in the rankings. First in walks, first in home runs, and the number 2 team in triples showing that speed, that power, and that aggressiveness that they have as a team.
And Varus is batting. He flew out his last time up. And the first pitch. Big swing there, but he can't connect, and it's a strike.
Well, boy, wouldn't you have loved to seen him connect with that one to see how far that would go. Fastball hitter on fastball pitcher, but he came up empty.
Taps this one foul to the right. Pitch on the way. And that's another foul ball. On the ground to short. Altuve throws to first in time. That's 3 down. So they still. And Prince Fielder will lead it off. Had a home run back in the 4th inning. That one fouled off by Fielder. Fielder fouls it off yet again. There's a swing and a miss, but he's headed for first. He's out at first base.
That's a great play, Gary. Pitch in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, does a great job retrieving the ball and gunning him out at first.
If you're a pitcher, you'd ground it to Teixeira. And he steps on first. That's the second out. State Farm takes a look at the highest batting average over the last 10 games.
Now we see some tremendous hitters on this list, guys who understand how to make good contact at the plate and get the good part of the bat on the ball on a consistent basis.
We said bat underway, 1-0 after that first pitch missed. Lifetime 289 up the Yankees. Gardner will field. And that one's put away to retire the side. Not a lot of action in this half inning, nothing on. And Reyes is batting. He's going to start the 9th inning. And the first pitch. Back up the middle. Oh, mercy. Boy, that did not miss him by much, but he got out of the way. And pulls into first with a single. He's on with nobody out.
Well, just what his team needed. He continues to swing a great bat. 3 hits from now in this ball game, and he's on with no outs.
And in the batter's box, it's Garner. Flew out last time. Swinging a shot down the left field line. And it's through. That's a base hit. Reyes on his way to third. The opportunity for offense is right now.
Nice piece of hitting. Right there, he manages to drive that high 0-1 pitch for a base hit. Good patience, good pitch recognition.
It sure looked like the hitter had decided he wasn't going to get behind 0-2. He was going to wail.
He was aggressive, no question about it. Got a pitch he could handle and took advantage.
And Chris Medland is the pitcher. He's been chosen to take over out there. The 1-1. That's a foul ball. The 1-2 on its way. The 1-2 is a fastball inside, 2-2. That one's hit to the right, way down there, but that's going to be a long foul ball. And he lays off one inside, and he's worked it full. The 3-2 pitch. That one goes foul.
Well, you know, the last thing the pitcher wants to do on a 3-2 count is to walk a guy, but give the pitcher credit. He still made a pretty good pitch right there low in the strike zone, but the hitter got just enough of it to keep this at-bat going.
And he fouls another one off.
Foul.
The 3-2 pitch. A line drive toward short. And that one's down, so the Yankees will get one.
Well, patience and tenacity paid off right there. The ability to stay alive in an at-bat. They gave him a chance and gave his team a chance to get that run, and that's what he did with that big RBI.
With 2 runners on base and a chance for a big inning, they're going to the pinch hitter, trying to see if they can't generate some offense this inning.
Big time production. That's a very important inning, and the offense knows it. And he looks at one in there for a strike, 0-2.
And now that he's ahead in the count here, Gary, I think he's going to utilize that changeup to try to get a swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss on the breaker, 1 down.
At 80 miles per hour, that's pretty good movement right there.
Fantastic piece of pitching to get that out, John.
Well, that's the part of pitching you love. He's looking for a fastball. He's expecting a fastball, and then just drop one right off the table. What a pitch.
Batting, Robinson Cano. And the Yankees, here's another big chance.
Not a lot of speed out at second base, Gary, so I don't suspect the stolen base is in order here. He needs to get a good secondary lead, though, so he can score a base hit.
And it'll be Kyle Farnsworth doing the pitching as Toronto brings him into close. And he pops it up, foul territory behind third. And Bautista with the catch.
Well, third base, he looks like he's fighting himself a little bit as this pop-up goes up, but he settles down and able to put it away.
Now Mark Teixeira. He's 2 for 6 lifetime against Farnsworth. Here it comes. Hit on the ground. This could be the end of this ball game. And that'll do it, everybody. That's out number 3. This ball game over.
Well, they treated their hometown crowd to a phenomenal pitching performance in this one. A big win on the shoulders of their pitchers.
As we check out the highlight reel of our player. And Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Oh, no question about it. They get the win in a close game. A lot of
It's Casanova at the plate. Bounced into a fielder's choice his last time. First pitch to him. A smash towards the hole, and he drops it. So they can't make the play. Now we've got Nick Swisher. Here's the first pitch, and it's 0-1. Chapman gets him looking. The pitch, and it's 0-2. Swisher, contact time. Good slider that time. Ruled the ball. 1-2.
Trying to throw it in on the hitter's hands right here. Trying to get him to flinch and open up. He just laid off the pitch. Didn't get the strike.
Strike 3. Swung on and missed. Nick Swisher. No luck.
Well, Gary, that's an outstanding slider. That great late action with 2 strikes. Not much you can do with that one. Tough one to hit.
And Reyes is batting. He'll be seeking his first hit right here.
With good speed now at first base, Gary, they're going to have to at least keep an eye on him. Even though they've got the lead, they've got to watch him because they might try to steal to get back into this game.
There's a throw over, and he just gets back in time. Checks him again, keeps him close at first. Chapman sends the 0-1. Reyes, contact, and a foul ball. That's 2 gone. With that dive, he robs him of a base hit.
Well, that ball was ticketed for right field, but he stretches out and able to just snag it in his glove. Great play.
Bates up now. Reached on an error his last time around. Runner on first, 2 away. And the first pitch, hit on the ground. This could be the end of this ball game.
Perfect situational hitting. This is exactly the time you want to go the other way.
And what we're talking about is taking the ball where it's pitched. It's outside, go the other way. And we're going to see Sizemore here.
Well, we're going to keep an eye and see how aggressive they're going to be to try to get back in this game. Speed out there at second base. Let's see if they put a potential double steal on it.
First pitch was a strike, 0-1 now. And Chapman throws one. That's going to be outside for a ball. Here's a swing and a miss at the fastball. It's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And he can't paint that low inside corner. We're even at 2. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and this game's history.
Well, they've been a great one here today, Gary, and it's all because of the pitching. Outstanding pitching, really leading them to victory.
All right, here we go. It's that time. We're going to take a look now at our player of the game.
You know, sometimes you work so hard to get through the middle of the order that when the bottom of the order comes up, you kind of ease up a little bit, and that's what happened in this game today. He overlooked the fact that the number 7 hitter can really put the ball in play, and when he did, he got a big hit for his team. That's why he's our player of the game.
And, Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Oh, no question about it. They get the win in a close game, a lot of excitement and enthusiasm, and ready for the next one.
This is Gary Thorne with John Kruk.